You how we can make a slotted piece. So first of all, I want you to have the setting. I want you to disable the toggle selection box. So shaded mean enable. I want you to disable it. Next, I want you to enable snapping. Again, shaded mean already enabled. And next, finally, we go all the way to the bottom and then shift left click to disable the outline of our shape. So here's an example of before enable the setting, and this is after the setting. As you can see, there's no outline to the new shape.
Design a slotted piece. So here I have a dimension of the piece I want. It's a 100 by 30 mil piece. We got 4 slots. Each slot is 3 mil width, and the distance between each slot is 25, except for the first one, which is just 10 millimeters from the left side of the piece. So in order to do that, we first click our design. Here's what we want to change: the x and y coordinate, the width and the height. So for width, I want 100, height is 30, and x and y we want to put at a 0, 0. Okay, so escape key twice. Next, let's create the 4 slots. So again, a rectangle. We don't want to worry too much about the dimension because we can always change it later. 3 width is 3 and height is 15. Okay, I want to make it a different color so it stand out from the piece. So let's make it red. Okay, and we need 4 of them. So Control C, Control V, copy and paste. C, P, drag it around, C and V. Okay, so now let's put it inside. So we want the top edge of the piece and the top edge of the design is aligned. So we go to align distribute. In order to do that, we select 2 of them. We press Command Shift A. This tab will show up, and if you look to relative to selection area, you can see this icon over here, which means align top edge. I want you to click it. Hey, so there's 2 ways to position the slot piece. I want to stick with just one of them for the whole design of the chair. So first of all, I do it like the math way. So here for the first one is 10 mil from the top edge, right? So x and y should be a 0, 0, yes, and then x should be 10. The next one should be 25 from the first slot, so it's 10 plus 25, it's gonna become 35, right? And this one is 35 plus another 25 is 60, and 60 and 70 85. So yeah. And there's actually a second method. So let me copy and paste this one. For the second method, it will use align distribute again. So for example, this one, let's move it somewhere else. Let's make it not align. And then for the second method, I want you to position the first slot and the last slot. Here, the first one is 10, right? And I want this one to be 10 from the right edge as well. So it is a 90, right? It's 90, and then I select all of them. Then as this one, you see distribute. I see even horizontal center, and then I click this one. That's it. I just want you to select the 4 piece, okay? Not the whole rectangular, just the 4 piece. Okay, and next, let's select. As you can see, there's a slight millimeters difference between 2 of them. So if you choose one, you choose You can choose either one, but stick with one for the whole chair design, or else it won't fit. Okay, now let's make the slot. It's very simple. Select the whole piece, the slot with a rectangle. We go to path, and then let's go to exclusion. Again, we select the slots and the rectangle. We go to path, and then we go to exclusion. That's it. And now, in order for the laser machine to understand it, we select this piece. We go to fill with stroke. To do that, Command Shift F, right? And then let's start from the first tab. So fill, none fill. Okay, it looks like disappearing. Don't worry, it's still there. Next, we go to stroke pan, and now we want it to be black. So RGB for black is 000. Make sure you have this RGB option. If not, you can always click the drop down menu and select RGB. So 000 for black. And then for stroke style, it's 0.025 millimeters. It looks like it's disappeared again, but there's a very thin line right here. Can you see it? So your design is still here. Okay. Next, let's do the same for this one. So again, click it. Fill. I don't want any fill. Stroke pen. Supposed to be black. I want to select flat color right here. Select the next option next to the no pen. Flat color. RGB 00 good, and then stroke style 0.025. That's it. Okay, and now we select this one and the other one. We click export. Okay, so we want you to click select export selected only. Okay, don't worry about this one. And then the extension should be PDF, right? Give it a proper location. I always say that desktop is easier for me. Give it a proper name. For example, this is a team, maybe team member first team. Let's say team 1 slot, because we have so many students, right? And then click save. It should already be here. Okay, that's it for the tutorial. I hope you guys can finish Mr. Albert challenge, and we can start cutting on Monday. See you then.